All right, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today, unfortunately, it looks like Tesla has to have raised they had to have raised the interest rates for financing. Pretty unfortunate, but that is the name of the game. But the good news, we'll talk about it because when interest rates go up, there's something that goes down. You might be able to guess it. We're going to get into that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro real quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best behind Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. And shout out to my latest Patreon members. We've got Glocky, Nicholas, and Pete. Thank you for supporting. If you want to check it out, Patreon link down below in the description. So shout out to Sawyer. He posted this about 3 hours ago. Tesla has increased the APR percent for financing in the US. This past week was a little bit cool because we saw interest rates go down to zero in certain markets, but I guess Tesla isn't able to match that just yet. Of course, that's talking about the UK market. They dropped the interest rate to 0% if you buy a older Model 3, not the Highland, by the end of this month. But it's the opposite effect, unfortunately, the opposite effect in the US market. Now we've got rates going up to 6.34% from 6.19% for a 72-month loan, and 84 months, 7.32% from 6.91%. And so you can see all these different increases if you go onto the website. Let me just check my audio. If you go onto the website, if you pick up any video or any vehicle of interest, of course, definitely use a referral code, go to the loan section and you will see that the new rates are there right now. 6.34% for 72 months, definitely on the high end. 84 months, 7.32%, also on the high end. But if you're looking to get the lowest monthly payment for your Tesla, that's where channel sponsors like Tenet come into play. Tenet allows you to get the lowest monthly payment for your Tesla by allowing you to defer a portion of the loan all the way to the end, maybe even that $7,500 federal tax credit. They also have an 84-month term, at maybe not as recommended, but I've heard that it is similar, if not even lower at this point, because now Tesla has raised the interest rates for 84 months, so it might be interested. So definitely check it out. Tenet link down below in the description, and shout out to Tenet for sponsoring this video and a bunch of others videos this month. But there are certainly ways to beat this interest rate by going through credit unions. Definitely check out some of the videos on the channel. Of course, we can get the full list at the Patreon link down below in the description, but they'll only use Tesla financing if you are a first-time buyer, first-time auto loan purchaser, then that would be the route to go and go through Tesla financing. Or if you're crunched for time, don't have a week or two to do so the financing. I mean, you can delay Tesla delivery a week or two, but sometimes they might lock you in if it's like the end of the month or something like that. So if you don't have time, then do Tesla financing and then try and refinance your loan through a credit union. But unfortunate, it definitely is that now Tesla interest rates have gone up, but the good news, the silver lining here, is that what we have seen in these past few months, not even few months, I feel like at least maybe even a month or two, interest rates have been increasing, especially with Tesla financing. And what goes up with interest rates is when pricing comes down. So as interest rates increase, pricing also starts to decrease and get more aggressive. So now it's a pretty interesting time because it's the last month of the third quarter. And so as interest rates just increase on September 8th, September 9th, these prices should get a lot more more aggressive. We are starting to see lower prices, 10 to maybe even 11% off for the Tesla vehicles. So it is definitely going to get aggressive and maybe even more aggressive as we get to the end of this month, end of this quarter. And so definitely hit that subscribe, definitely stay tuned. And if you haven't ordered yet, definitely keep an eye out. And don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get an extra $500 off plus 3 months of full self-driving on your Model 3, Model Y, S, or even X. So definitely check it out. Pay Tesla referral code down below in the description. But we're going to jump into the next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link to support the channel, so definitely check it out if you're interested. Water break. But thanks for coming in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Happy Friday. It looks like we've got confirmation. We will be doing a giveaway next Friday for a Tesla accessory. So we just got the email, I think, confirming it. So definitely hit that subscribe, because next Friday we will be doing a giveaway. That is for sure. In this next topic, we got a new video of the Tesla Model Y Juniper refresh design. So let's quickly take a look at it and see what we can piece together from it, because it definitely looks super nice. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. Shout out to RIVIAN Design. The RIVIAN Design was the concept artist of all the different Model 3 Highland that we were seeing in these past few weeks, and now he's coming out with more hot fire, if that's a he, then with a latest video of this nice Tesla Model Y, using, of course, the same design elements as of the Model 3 Highland that is currently out. It looks pretty sleek. I like it. It is certainly growing on me. I mean, the Model 3 Highland, when it first came out, I was a little bit hesitant, but now it is certainly looking a lot nicer and nicer every single time I see it. I can't wait to see it in person. I can't wait to see the rims in person, but let me know what you think. Do you like this design? Do you like the sleekness of it? It seems like a lot of people are going in this same type of direction with this design, and I really like the look of it. But let me know what your thoughts on it. We're going to jump into the next topic after this water break. Corey, thanks for coming in. Amen, thanks for coming in. Brandon, thanks for coming in. Amen, you took delivery, right? Congrats to you. Let's run through some of these. Amen, thanks for coming in. Brandon, I thought we were going to see rate drops or price scouts. Did this happen? We saw a rate increase and we saw price drops this past week of Model 3, Model Y getting up to like 10% off. But I certainly feel like now that the interest rates have increased to 6.39%, we should see more price activity in the near future. Corey, I'm about to pick up my Tesla tomorrow, a lease 5.5 down and $475 a month. Not too bad, especially if that's a Model 3, it seems like, because now that the Highline details have been released, I recommend people, if you want the Highline and you need a car now, just lease a Model 3 or buy a Model 3 now, take advantage of all the incentives, all the discounts, and then just wait for the Highland when it comes out in the near future. Amen, got my Model 3. Thanks for all the help. No, thank you. Amen, thanks for dropping by. Congrats to you. Enjoyed in good health. Definitely check out some of our Tesla accessory discount codes down below in the description if you want to buy accessories. We got 3D Mats USA for a premium floor mount. We got VION for interior accessories. We got Jawa for the best interior accessories, and we also have MAGBAK. But congrats to you. Enjoy your Tesla Model 3. And what are you going to do to it first? Corey, should I cancel and wait for a better price drop? I mean, if you got your lease deal already locked in, you're okay with the payment, okay with the price, and that probably has a discount on it, then I would just go ahead and take delivery of it, because it's tomorrow, right? I mean, you can really never time a Tesla. I feel like these next few months are going to be super volatile, but I really don't feel like you can time it. And so if you need a car, just get it and just be happy with it, and then move on from that. Here's another thing I saw yesterday or today. This new white Model 3. I don't think I've seen a white Model 3 Highland, I guess, with high res photos like this. But I guess this is like not necessarily high res. This is kind of like an edited photo of it. But white looks clean. I mean, I really like the front sleek look of it. And of course, we've got the same wording, Model 3 upgraded. It does seem like they are going into that direction with Model 3 upgraded instead of like a refresh or new line or something like that. It's definitely an interesting pivot from that for sure. What else we got? In this next topic, so there's going to be a lot of price changes, price volatility in these next few months. And so the topic of this next video is don't fall for Tesla price tricks. This video was inspired by a post that I just saw that I'll just show you in a second, which did make a lot of sense with all the different pricing games and all the different pricing strategies that Tesla does. But really at the end of the day, you really cannot time Tesla. So let's jump into it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. So shout out to Marcin Bro on Tesla Model X owners community on Facebook groups. If you haven't joined a Tesla Facebook group, definitely join one. There's a lot of good information out there, and also there's a lot of interesting information. Quote, guys, don't fall for Tesla price tricks, LOL. They lower the price drastically, then when everybody jumps on board, they slowly raise it. Then after a few months, it could be even lower than the initial drop. Look what happened to the Model Y. I'm predicting a $74,990 Model X in late December. Tesla loves to lower prices at the end of quarters to push out as many vehicles as possible. And if not this December, then latest in March. Then we've got a lot of factors going into this. We just talked about how Tesla just raised interest rates, and so does Marcin, thinking that interest rates will bring these vehicle prices down. We've got the recession possibly coming, and we've got a lot of production coming out there. But look at this graph right here. This gives you a good idea of what happened this year already for Model 3 prices. You can see it was going up and up, down all the way up to almost $65,990 in January, and then Tesla needed sales, so they whacked the price of it about $13,000 down, and then it started to trend lower and lower. So Marcin does have a pretty good point. Like, what if? And I did think of this too, because Tesla did drop the price of the Model X pretty recently under the $80,000 threshold, so that it qualified for the $7,500 federal tax credit. But if you've been following this, you realize that there's really no options that you can add on to it. It's only the color change that you can make a choice, but you can't change the wheels, you can't change the interior color, and you also cannot change the interior seat configuration. So I quickly had a thought that maybe Tesla would drop the price of the Model X another $10,000 so that all different inventory configurations, maybe even including the 7-seat configuration, would qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit. So possibly the case here, but I have definitely been saying this for a while. Like, September is one of the best times to buy currently, and the next time to buy, I really think, is going to be December, because if you can wait, last December was absolutely wild. We had $7,500 discounts, we had 2 years of free supercharging, and that was a crazy time when a lot of sales happened before massive price cuts. So if you believe, and this is what I look at, if you believe that inventory is going to stay up on the higher end, if it keeps trending up, especially for Model 3 and Model Y, not like I know a lot of you are interested in it, then we will start to see more incentives. And on top of that, like the title of this video, if interest rates keep going up, we will definitely start to see more inventory pricing volatility, and also maybe even more price drops on the MSRP side. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts are. Everything goes in waves, so you really can't time it, but really the end of the quarter is the best time to buy it. Of course, if you're looking to buy a vehicle now, if you need a vehicle now, definitely don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get an extra $500 off your Model 3, Model Y, S, or even X. So definitely check it out. Tesla referral code down below in the description. And thank you to everybody that's used our Tesla referral code in the past and in the future. But we're going to jump into the next topic. But before we do that, if you're looking for someone to ask some questions, or even schedule a phone call to ask questions about how to get the best deal on a Tesla, or even best financing rate, you can do that on my Tesla Patreon group down below in the description. After you join, you get you can send me a question or even schedule a phone call, and you get a link to my buying guide, which is the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. All right. I'm thirsty today. Brandon, I'm trying to get the Model Y performance for around $50,000. Just keep refreshing, waiting for Tesla and Tesla inventory plus referral. If I live in California, but I'm in New York for a few months, and I buy here, am I still eligible for the $7,500 federal tax credit. Yeah, I mean, the tax credit is really based upon your income limits. It doesn't really matter what state you qualify for, but Brandon, all the California state level incentives have pretty much dried out. There's really no big programs. So definitely check into the New York state because there might be some incentives for you there. Corey, no, thank you. Thanks for coming in, Corey. All right. If you're just joining in, interest rates for Teslas have now been increased to 6.34%. Unfortunate, yes. But as interest rates go up, maybe pricing comes down. And so we might see some more pricing volatility in the near future. In this next topic, just a little bit of a PSA, but we're going to just talk about how much does it cost to install a home charging kit or home charger, maybe even wall connector at your house. We'll talk about some real world numbers and give you, if you're in the California area, give you a recommendation for an electrician that we have recommended that can also give you a deal on installing it. So if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. First things first, we've got this Tesla wall connector, retail price $475. If you're looking for a better deal, send me a DM on Twitter, Instagram, or anything like that. We can get you a better deal. But commonly, these prices that you can get are much better than $475. But just taking a look at this is the wall charger that most people are looking to get. And I would say it makes the most sense because it has the Tesla plug or the NACS plug, and it seems like a lot of different OEMs are switching to this NACS plug. So in terms of longevity, I used to think the opposite. I certainly thought getting the wall box was the way to go, and I actually even bought a wall box, but at $700, I'm not sure if it makes too much sense to buy this wall box. I mean, it is a J plug, but you can get adapters and converters, but I'm not sure it actually makes sense. But switching to installation, of course, there's Tesla approved installers, which you probably want to go with, and that's what Smart Plug actually is, a Tesla approved partner with Tesla, and their pricing starts anywhere from $475 to maybe even as low as $450 to $500. It really depends on how far your box is close to the distance of your panel. It's close to the distance on where you want to install it. So if you're interested, hit up Mario. He's a friend at Smart Plug EV, and ask for the Dennis deal to get you hooked up. He travels all over Los Angeles, and he was able to work with us to get a wall charger installed. So definitely check it out. Hit up Mario. But that's really gives you a perspective, because I know a lot of you are wondering all these different costs, all these different things. The wall connector itself is going to run you about $300 to $400, and installation is going to run you about $450 to $500. Yes, there could be incentives depending on where you're at to get it installed, but you really have to check with each state level or even utility company to do that. So just a little bit of a PSA, a little bit of a recommendation. I know a lot of you out there are interested in figuring out all the costs, and I've kind of switched because I definitely used to recommend a wall box 100%. And now I've kind of switched to just using the Tesla one. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. If you've had a charger installed, how much have you paid in your location and maybe even in your state? Because it could vary. But maybe if California is a little bit on the higher end, or maybe California is on the lower end because of all the different competition and all the different electric vehicles out here. But we're going to jump into the live stream comments. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link to support the channel. So definitely check it out if you're interested. And New Jersey has no sales tax. Yeah, 100% on EVs. It's a really slick deal to get a electric vehicle in New Jersey. Warren, thanks for coming in. Haven't seen you in a bit. Can I change the yoke steering wheel in the Model 3? Can you change to the yoke? Yeah, there's aftermarket kits. Nothing OEM, but there's definitely a ton of aftermarket yoke steering wheel kits for the Model 3. But thanks for joining in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. We're definitely doing a giveaway this coming Friday, so definitely hit that subscribe if you want to join in and get into it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.